Good afternoon, everyone. I guess you're ready to go. I'd like to welcome you all to the 2023 Raritan Valley Community College Nurses Pinning Ceremony. And if you would all rise up, we'll bring in our graduates. Go ahead, you can give them a hand. Thank you all. You can be seated. You can too. My name is Linda Romaine, and I'm the chair of Health Science Education, and this is my favorite job of all, okay, is to be a part of this pinning ceremony. And for you guys, I get to be the first one to say congratulations. Can you believe this day is finally here? It's been a long couple of years, hasn't it? So congratulations from the bottom of my heart. I'm so happy to be here. And thank you all for coming. You're the support system for all of these students. Without you, they wouldn't be here. So they thank you, we thank you. And before I introduce our president, I want to thank one more group of people. I'll be quick. It's National Nurses Week, I believe, right? And but we have a group of nurses who have been with these students from the day they started, through the thick and the thin, the good and the bad, tough days. And I just want to acknowledge them because they're all nurses and it's our faculty. So I'm going to say your names. You can wave to them. So we have Dr. Mary Ballard, who's behind me. We have Professor Sarah Kuss, who I don't know where she went to, but there she is. Professor Jennifer Giffen, who I say, there you go. Professor Heather Heithoff. Professor Tracy Keegan. Oh, okay. Professor Maria Mole. Oh, there she is. Dr. Liz O'Neill. Dr. Joni Roop. Professor Ardith Youngblood. She back there. Professor Carol Patterson. You'll hear from later. And our coordinator, Professor Allison Campoli. We also have Dr. Karen Ludwigson. I never say that. Also, and I also want to say thank you to Jennifer East and Judy Demeter, who are our administrative people, who are such an important part of our program. Okay, I'm finished now. With that, I'd like to introduce our president, Dr. Mike McDonough.
So good afternoon, everyone. My colleagues always get very nervous when I'm near a microphone, so they made me write this down. But I will remind these wonderful graduates, you must remember this face. Because at some point, and it started to happen, I will be in your offices, I will be in your medical facilities, and please, please be gentle. Again, good afternoon, everyone. This is one of the oldest and one of the most honored ceremonies of this time of year, of all our celebrations. So let's get right to the point. Let's first remember the legacy of Florence Nightingale, that icon of modern nursing, the lady with the lamp. She revolutionized nursing because of the horrors she saw during the Crimean War in Constantinople, not Istanbul for fans of They Might Be Giants. It was her reforms, her advocacy, and her care that laid the foundations for modern nursing. Now let's really recognize the people that are most important today. And let's start with our amazing, our remarkable, and our impressive nursing faculty. It was their care, their compassion, their dedication that defines RVCC's nursing program. And a part of them is a part of every one of these graduates. And that's a wonderful thing to think about. So to our amazing faculty, thank you. Now let's acknowledge all the family members, all the loved ones, all the partners, and all of the friends that are jam-packed into this theater this afternoon. You've joined all of these graduates on this incredibly difficult, daunting journey. There's a reason I'm not sitting up here, because I couldn't do this. So I want to thank everybody in this audience that in some way helped, supported, encouraged, or touched one of these graduates. So give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. I promise you I'm almost done. The other thing I was going to say, by the way, is that the American Community College is a wonderfully unique institution. It's a wonderful college of opportunity, and nothing defines the American Community College than our nursing program. It's really a testimony to all of this institution is. And now I have a very, very cool Raritan Valley story that I just want to share. Professor Sarah Kuss is a member of RVCC's nursing faculty. She's board-certified advanced practice nurse, and she holds a master's degree in nursing from Georgetown University. And here's the very cool part.
Okay, Cos.
She received her AAS in nursing from Raritan Valley Community College. And there's just a little bit more. I know. Well, what are you going to do? I'm the president. It's my microphone. Sarah's mom and dad, Dr. Francis Cuss and Rosalind Cuss, have pledged $50,000 to the Raritan Valley Community College nursing program, creating the Francis and Rosalind Cuss Endowed Fund. And this afternoon, they'll award the first ever Rosalind Cuss Nursing Excellence Award. So to Sarah, welcome home. And to Mom and Dad, I'm so very honored by your support. Thank you so much. All right, so finally, let's honor our, and again, remember this face, let's honor our graduates. Let's applaud their success. Let's admire their determination, their focus, and most of all, let's be in awe of their vocation. We are proud to call you an RVCC alum, and we hope that you'll always remember us as your first home. Let me end with the words of the now iconic American poet Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou's mother was a nurse, and in remembering her mother, she wrote these lines, and she reminds us, quote, "As a nurse, we have the opportunity to heal the heart, mind, soul, and body of our patients, their families, and ourselves. They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel." I'm so proud of you all. Well done and congratulations.
Thank you, President McDonough. I'd like to introduce Dr. Joni Roop, who will tell you the history of the nursing pin.
The nursing pin is a symbol with a rich history dating back to the Crusades, when badges with the Maltese cross were worn by monks who were caring for the sick in their communities. The Nightingale School of Nursing at St. Thomas Hospital in London presented badges with the Maltese cross to the nurses as they completed their program and prepared to begin their nursing practice. In the United States, the first nursing pin was presented to graduate nurses occurred at Bellevue Hospital in New York City in 1880. The pin's design represented vigilance, consistency, mercy, and the relief of suffering. The awarding of nursing pins has become a symbol of the students' completion of their nursing education, readiness to sit for licensure, and to move them forward into the practice of nursing, where they'll serve the health needs of the community. Today, at your pinning ceremony, we acknowledge the completion of your nursing education and the beginning of your new journey as professional nurses. As you move forward, may the tenets of vigilance, consistency, mercy, and relief of suffering guide you in your nursing practice. Today, the pinning ceremony is an acknowledgement of your completion of your nursing journey of nursing school and the beginning of a new journey as a professional nurse. It recognizes the challenges of nursing education and acknowledges the compassion, dedication, and fortitude of these nursing graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Root. Okay. Need my glasses for this. Okay. On behalf of Colin McEwen, who was not able to make it today, I'm here to introduce the keynote speaker. I'll be reading his words, so when I say I, it's him, okay? It is my great honor to introduce our beloved professor, Carol Patterson, who is retiring this year. Professor Patterson has been a dedicated nursing educator, and her contributions to the nursing profession and our education are immeasurable. During her career, Professor Patterson has held numerous teaching positions, clinical facility roles, and has worked in various nursing fields such as brain trauma acute rehabilitation, medical surgical nursing, community nursing care, and hospice. She has also contributed to nursing education by co-developing and producing a video on test-taking strategies for nursing students. Beyond her impressive work experience, Professor Patterson is also a committed member of various professional organizations, serving as a board member, chair, and former president of the New Jersey League for Nursing. She has received multiple awards and honors, including the New Jersey League of Nursing President's Award, the American Nurses Association Electronic Media Award, and the Community Visiting Nurse Association's Marie G. Gemery Award. Oh, that's a lot. Professor Patterson has been an incredible teacher to me and many other nursing students. Her passion for nursing and education is infectious, and her dedication to helping us succeed has been unwavering. She always makes time to answer our questions and provide guidance, and her expertise and wisdom have been invaluable. As Professor Patterson prepares to retire, we thank her for her years of service and commitment to our education. Her legacy will continue to inspire us and many future generations of nursing students. With that said, it is my great pleasure to introduce Carol Patterson. And this is one of our nursing students, Paige, who is presenting Carol with, you can tell him what it is.
We all wanted to give Professor Patterson something to remember us by, so this is a picture of all of us, and we all left messages for the professor.
You made her cry.
I am so honored, I have my tissues, to be with you on this very special day. The first thing I need you to know is I applaud your courage, because you saw something happen a few years ago that we had never seen before. And still, you came to join us. And I need you to know that from my heart to yours, I applaud you for having the courage to see what happened with COVID, to see what happened with the pandemic. I'm sorry if my back is to you, but I'm loving them, okay? Florence Nightingale once said, "How very little can be done under the spirit of fear. Be proud. You are joining a profession of people who faced down fear and did what was necessary under the most adverse circumstances. And I know that because of you, we will continue to thrive as a profession, because you're facing right into it. And honestly, I don't know that I could have made that courageous choice. And I thank you for being fearless. Now, you've come an incredible way. 2 years ago, do you remember when you were in the lab and they were being taught how to wash their hands? And you know that there's like 47 steps to follow, because everything we do has lots of steps, right? And so, oh my gosh, I have to go through all the steps. And then you put the blood pressure cuff on. You remember that? You put the cuff on, you try to figure out where does the dot go, okay, and then I wonder what it means when your hand turns blue, okay? So, by the way, you're not alone on those first experiences, because I'm going to share my first day in clinical, where we were told, just get in there and give that enema. So I was in a cold sweat, and my friend and I were sitting like two little birds on a perch. And we said, okay, there's 112 steps to giving an enema right. So we got to follow them. So I'm in the bathroom getting the water, 105 degrees Fahrenheit, with my elbow. And she proceeds to position the patient, which has to be on the left side, and the legs have to be flexed. Well, all of a sudden the curtain flies open. She sticks her head out and she goes, oh my God, I can't do anything with his legs. He doesn't have any. So much for step 18. Okay. So, we are all in the same spot, okay? That's the beginning. So, but now, where are you now? You see, now they're really skilled. They assess, they put together a plan, they execute the plan, and then they look, can I make the plan better? You have technical skills now that 2 years ago, you remember using that needle the first time, the syringe? Wasn't so nice, right? Okay, the technical skills are getting so comfortable that it's going to be like brushing your teeth. You're not going to be thinking about what you're doing. Healthcare has some pretty serious challenges. And I see two ways that people can respond to this type of healthcare crisis. One is to become cynical and to see enemies around every corner and to be mistrustful and kind of gearing up for a fight or to leave. The other is to realize that we can stand together, advocating what's best for our patients. We need to address safe nurse-patient ratios. This is critical. It's critical, not because it decreases our workload, but it's safer, okay? We need to make sure that people have access to medication and treatment that they need when they need it. And I gotta tell you something. We are 59% of all healthcare workers. When we get together, we're powerful. Yes? 59%. That's everybody else. We need to support each other in positive ways, being solution-oriented. And we need to educate the public that if we all stand together, we can make change, and we can make healthcare even safer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So, in looking at our profession, it is both a science and it's an art. So let me just tell you a little bit about these folks up here. First of all, you are intelligent. Okay, that's how you got here. Nurses engage in what we call critical thinking, based on research and evidence-based practice. You have to be intelligent and armed with the most up-to-date information about patient care, and then you have to implement it, which means that we have to keep up with our education, both formally and informally. These fine people are entering the profession and will do well because they didn't just memorize facts and information. They apply it, which is why their exams are so much harder than anything you've probably ever seen. Yes? So let me share an example of student nurse intelligence. One morning, second semester students, that's Nursing of Adults 1, it's a med-surg course, major med-surg course, was therapeutically communicating with her patient, and the patient said she wasn't having the necessary effect of the thyroid medication. And so the patient revealed to the student that she was taking her pill mid-morning with her late breakfast with her vitamin and mineral tablet. And the student went, I found the problem. She said, you need to take it in the morning on an empty stomach so it absorbs. You know what? They were going to increase the dose of that medicine. Did she need an increased dose of the medicine? No. She just needed to know how to take it right. Problem solved. By who? By the students and adults one. Yes. You are caring. I'm reminded of a student. We were on a respiratory unit, and the patients are on mechanical ventilators. And this gentleman, a student, shared with me about an older woman who was on a mechanical ventilator because she couldn't breathe on her own. And he described the fear in her face and what a frightening experience this was to have this machine breathing for her. And he said, and I watched the nurse. And she was at the bedside, and she opened up her hand, and she put it over by the patient's head. And what did the patient do? She struggled with her tubes to reach into the nurse's hand. And all of a sudden, she closed her eyes, and he said, it was magic. She wasn't fearful. She knew it was safe. Because there's something that happens with energy between you and those patients. I'm sure you've already felt it. So, along with the scientific principles and the evidence-based practice, excellent nursing is going to be done in a very compassionate way. Third thing about you, you are advocates. In our profession, it is very important for us to be the voice for those who cannot speak on their own behalf. These could be infants, they could be children, they could be older adults with Alzheimer's disease, they could be people who have had strokes or some type of debilitating injury that they cannot speak. Maybe they're under anesthesia, maybe they're taking medications that change the way they connect with the outside world. So, a student said to me, you know what, there need to be some changes in the patients. This is in a nursing of adults, nursing of adults 2 student. He said, there's the problem with the medications, and I think we need to make some changes. So he said, so what do you think I should do? And I said, I think you should talk to the doctor when she makes rounds. And he said, what, me? And I said, yeah, you. So he looked at me and was like, oh. I said, just tell the doctor what you just told me. I walked to the door, I nodded to him, I went outside so I could hear what was happening. The doctor came in. He shared situation and background and assessment, gave his recommendations. What do we call that SBAR, right? And she listened. Because the guy in the bed could do nothing for himself. He had had a massive stroke. And she said, you know what, those are great ideas. I think we need to try those. But here's the best part. As she was walking towards the doorway and he was still at the bedside, she stopped, looked over her shoulder, and she said, is there anything else you think that he needs that I can do with you? That's a student. That's these guys who are about to go on steroids, okay? We celebrate Nurses Week because it's a time of Florence Nightingale's birthday. And we're very grateful for the monumental work, which President McDonough has already told us about. But I'm going to go into a little bit more depth, because here's the deal. We think that one person can't make a difference. And I'm going to tell you right now about someone, one woman in the mid-1800s who made some significant differences. Yes, she understood that it was your heart, your brain, and your hands that are going to make you a good nurse, a provider of nursing care. And that we have to look at the patient as a whole being, mind, body, spirit. During that Crimean War, it was 3 years, 53 to 56, 1853 to 1856. She made observations. What I didn't know about her is that she was doing statistical analyses of the things that were happening and how well they yielded good results, good outcomes. She kept records. Imagine a 19th century female nurse researcher. Pretty impressive. One woman. During the early stages of the war, 40% of the injured died. Not from their injuries, but they died from diseases. Typhus, typhoid, cholera, dysentery. 40% of them died. The things that she implemented by the time the end of the war, it went from 40% down to 2% mortality. One person. Yeah. Okay, by the way, those statistics worked. We may all hate them, but it worked for her, okay? In 1859, she wrote Notes on Nursing, which became the bedrock of healthcare delivery at that time. Then she established, as you've heard earlier, the Nightingale Home and Training School for Nurses. It's here that we saw nursing education really take off. By the way, she started them washing their hands also, so it started the same way. So I ask you, can one person make a difference? And the answer is absolutely. I believe that each one of you is going to make a significant contribution. I don't know what it is. And all these little miracles are going to line up next to each other. And I want you to think about multiplying this by thousands of new nurses that are entering the field. Linking elbows, standing strong, making sure that we have measurable evidence that backs up what we're going to do. On your chair, you have an index card, and you have a crayon. So see, we're coming full circle, because that's what we did when we first met each other in orientation. The index card is for you to write your why as you're now going into your profession. Author Simon Sinek offers that the why unlocks your potential and purpose. It helps you to get rid of those activities that are not moving you in the direction of your purpose or potential. Your why will change as you go along, as well it should, and you have to keep moving forward. The crayon is to remind you that you need to rest, reflect, laugh, have some fun. You need to have a work-life balance. Are there nurses in the audience? If there are, I'm going to ask you to stand up. Any nurse in the audience? These are the fearless leaders that you're going to join up with. I wish all of you a happy Nurses Week, but I'm asking that you pledge your support, encouragement, and guidance to our newest members of the profession. They need us to stand with them as they grow into their new roles and responsibilities. Thank you. To those of you who sit behind me, you give us hope for the future as you hold together using mind, heart, and hands, making nursing what it will be. As it's in shaky times right now, rest assured. Whether you are welcoming someone into this life or with them when they take their last breath, you will make miracles happen. So, my colleagues, as you prepare for a flight into the future, please place your seats in their upright position. Close close your, what is that table called? Tray table. Close the tray table. Buckle your seatbelt. And I want you to hear the rumble as you're starting to go onto the runway. And now I want you to hear the roar of the engine. And I want you to look, beside you are your colleagues who are now working towards their destiny. And as you lift off and fly today, you are going to help countless numbers of people. And so I say, welcome to my newest colleagues. Let's do it.
Thank you, Professor Patterson. We wish you the best in your retirement, but we will sure miss you every day. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. and Mrs. Frances Cuss.
Well, good afternoon, President McDonough, nursing faculty, graduating nurses, family and friends. It's our real pleasure to join you today for this joyous occasion and to establish a new nursing award. Now, there are a couple of reasons why we want to endow a Nursing Excellence Award at RVCC. Firstly, we're extremely grateful to RVCC because both our daughters started their college journey here, gaining a solid and comprehensive foundation that gave them an excellent springboard for their subsequent academic studies. And secondly, we both feel strongly that encouraging the training of exceptional nurses is critical for patient well-being in today's healthcare ecosystem, as you've heard from Professor Patterson. And it turns out, actually, if you endow an award, you get to sit in the front seats here, and you don't have to queue up with everybody else and get here early. So that's a real bonus. But let me just say a few words about my lovely wife's nursing background. So Rosalind qualified as an RN at the Middlesex Hospital, not far from where Florence Nightingale was, in London, in England, in 1977, and rose to be a senior nurse on the medical ward. She ran a very tight ship and demanded the highest of standards on her ward. Now, how do I know that? Well, I know that because I was there. I was actually, as a newly minted doctor, that was my very first ward that I ever worked on, I should say. And I'll tell you a secret. I was actually quite scared of her. So it was, as one is, you know, and it was actually very lucky that I managed to screw up enough courage to ask her out on a date. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here today. Ros subsequently trained and practiced as a community health visitor specializing in pediatric wellness in a deprived area of London. We got married, we raised a family, and we emigrated to the US. And Ros remained passionate about nursing excellence to this day. Over to you, Ros.
So welcome to the graduating nursing class of 2023. It's so good to be here. I would like to start by acknowledging the career and contributions of Carol Patterson to the nursing program at RVCC. Carol has been an integral part of this program for many years, and her dedication to the nursing profession has touched the lives of countless students. We wish her health and happiness in her well-earned retirement. As I recall my pride and excitement at my own qualification as an RN nearly 50 years ago, I want to take a moment to congratulate you all on the massive achievement of completing this rigorous program. You have worked tirelessly to reach this point, and you should be incredibly proud of yourselves. In view of the importance of the nursing profession today, particularly after what we've all gone through in the pandemic, we wanted to establish an award chosen by the faculty for an exceptional nurse who is graduating today. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to announce that the first recipient of the Rosalind Cuss Nursing Excellence Award at RVCC is Daisy Robles. Daisy has consistently demonstrated exceptional clinical skills, leadership, and compassion in her work as a student nurse. Her ability to overcome obstacles and her dedication to the nursing profession and the care of others is truly remarkable. And we are honored to recognize Daisy with this award.
Stand together for a picture. You guys all stand together.
Oh, no, I want the selfie.
Oh, go ahead.
We've got to do the selfie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can do it live.
There you go. I didn't want to do it.
Can old
Hey, what's
guys
a
do
selfie?
selfies? Yes, we can. There we go.
And then just turn around for them to take a picture of you, too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right.
One more.
Okay.
One more paragraph.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Congratulations once again to all of our graduating nurses. And congratulations again to Daisy. Thank you all for your hard work and dedication to the nursing profession, and we wish you all the very best in your future endeavors.
That one's mine. Thank you, Dr. and Mrs. Cuss. That was awesome. And congratulations, Daisy. Wow. Okay, it is time now to present the graduates with their pins.
Wait, I can't. I'm too emotional.
Too emotional. All right, I will call your names and you'll go over to one of the faculty members and they'll turn you to take a picture when you're done. Are we ready? We're ready to go? Okay. First we have Norma Arafat. Christopher Baker. Abigail Pashevsky. Brenna Barnke. Sirwa Badu. Maria Calazans. Sarah Caputo. Madison Kantazarehi. Samantha Christian. Jennifer Colleen. Caitlin Cahoon.
You got it?
Leanne Marie Cordova. Marian D'Souza. Patricia Chloe Diaz. Hadir El-Yamani. Giovanna Gattusa. Victoria Gazaway. Justine Golino. Heidi Green. Paige Greenfield. Amanda Hernandez Rivera. Malik Hooks. Heather Howell. Emily Jo Huddy. Miranda Kanya. Hannah Kim. Elizabeth Cozen. Andrew Kopka. She's ready. Justin Krotwurst. Carlos Adrian Larios. David Lee. Alicia Lewandowski. Hasan Lewis. Tara Mayer. Sophia Martinez.
One moment, guys.
Jenny Lynn Martino. Elizabeth Burrow Quinones. Robert McEnany. Jennifer Menderos. Alexandra Navis. Janet Nyambura. Fabienne Okiasu. Nicole Papkin. Samuel Petrone. Heather Pierre. Valentina Pippo Boya. Diana Rathborn. Rachel Riccioni. Christina Noel Rivera. Winmyra Roberts. Daisy Robles. Christina Marie Rogers. Leslie Rojas Munoz. Christian Rotner. Jackie Rush. Sehem Salem. Veronica Salvador. Cerelia Sandy. Avery Schaefer. Allison Schlingloff. Samantha Schlazer. Adriana Solano Bonilla. Alexandra Stanga. Cheyenne Stanga. Kristen Stewart. Andrea Stoika. Fergie Taylor Gonzalez. Johnny Sang. Jada Upton. Robert Weber. Natalie Wright. Monica Younger. And I believe it's last but not least, right? We have Paul Zedwright. That's it. Congratulations, everyone. You're standing. I'd like to now call up Paige Greenfield, the co-president of the Student Nurses Association.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Okay, that's perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I'm Paige. Hi. Okay. Good evening. I have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Karen Ludwigson to the podium next. Dr. Ludwigson leads the demo lab at RVCC, where she teaches nursing students how to perform their first nursing skills, from taking a blood pressure to giving subcutaneous insulin injections. You may also find her behind the one-way mirror, where she voices the various mannequins, which are our patients in distress who we treat in the nursing simulations. Dr. Ludwigson received her Associates of Nursing in this very nursing program at RVCC, then continued on to get her bachelor's and master's degrees. She worked as an intensive care nurse before returning to RVCC to teach. She became certified to teach simulations and upgraded the demo lab from a few malfunctioning mannequins into the fully functional lab with models that breathe, they blink, they have pulses. They sweat. Yeah, pretty creepy. Fast forward to now. This year, she successfully completed her doctorate of education. Congratulations. I recently reached out to Dr. Ludwigson to send me a list of all of her professional accomplishments and awards that I would include in this speech. This is the response I received back from her. Most of the highlights in my career here at RVCC have been the students. To watch how they progress over the 2 years and all of their knowledge and confidence is always deeply meaningful to me, especially when I know I've played a small part in getting to know I got you closer to your goal. Thank you. Dr. Ludwigson takes every opportunity to demonstrate how much she cares about our success, even now. Her response truly speaks volumes to her character. In demo class, her love of teaching and respect for the profession is clear. Throughout her time at RVCC, she has nurtured hundreds of students into methodical, careful, and confident nurses, and 73 of them are sitting before you now. We've been with you since day one of nursing school, and it's an honor to have you here with us for our last day. Will you please join me in welcoming the fantastic Dr. Karen Ludwigson.
So, after that, thank you. What they didn't say, this is my last year of teaching at RVCC. So this was my last graduating pinning group, and so I wish them all the best. So this has a lot of meaning to me. So what I'd like you to do is get your little candles and stand up, and we'll light them. And what we're going to be doing is reciting the Nurses' Pledge. If you wanted to follow along, it is in your bulletin. Are we ready? Upon my honor, I solemnly pledge, in the presence of this assembly, to practice this profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, practicing with conscience, dignity, and compassion. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and will not knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid my fellow healers in their work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. I declare my willingness to unite in a program of action, sharing information and solutions to resolve problems and improve conditions locally, nationally, and globally in order to achieve health for all humanity. Amen. Thank you. So you can turn your candles off, slip them back under your chair, and then we'll process out.
Well, thank you, Karen, or Dr. Karen, for that. Okay, so that concludes our ceremony for tonight. We would like to welcome all of you to join us in the Grand Conference Room. There are signs to help get you over there to celebrate all of our graduates. We want to thank you all for coming, and again for being there for our students. We want to thank all the faculty for what they've done for the students, and most of all, just congratulations to everyone. So, can you... And we ask that you please stay in your seats while we let our graduates walk out of the room. We can honor them one more time. Okay. Please stand. And go ahead. I'm going to go out. Make sure that one goes. Do we have music? Yeah, there we go.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love.